Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, so earlier today, there was. Sorry, hold on. I need a plate to hold these sandwiches I made. There was. Ubisoft finally announced, the new Assassin's Creed Japan, which is actually called Assassin's Creed Shadows, was featuring two protagonists, um, a female protagonist and a samurai who is Yasuke, the first black samurai. And yeah, we're gonna check it out. I'm a fan of Assassin's Creed. I haven't been playing the recent ones because for several reasons such as like money, but obviously I'm not really interested in the ones that have came out. The last one I played was like Origins, and actually no, Odyssey, but I never beat Odyssey. But it was a good game. I enjoyed it. But I'm hoping good things from this. This is like the first Assassin's Creed Japan that Ubisoft has done, and this is kind of like the big red button, emergency button that they had to press in order to save them. So I hope that this game is good. This is very interesting. The gameplay is fun. I hope it's not like, the last or the last one or the one before. So we'll definitely see what's going on here with Assassin's Creed Shadows. Uh, it's the world premiere trailer. I really do hope. I remember. Your mama. Okay, flashback.
All I have ever known in my life. Our land. Our customs. My family. Burns in the name of unification.
Hmm.
You are still a frog in a well, who knows nothing of the sea.
Oh, Batman.
The ocean's filled with new ships, but they all come from the same river. Greed.
Okay.
Power. Vengeance.
So they're going to be on opposite sides of the coin. That's interesting.
And you? Will you continue down that river? Or choose another path beyond what we see?
Then we must look for it. Together.
Oh, never mind. They're not going to be enemies. I miss the Assassin's Creed CG videos where it's just like music and
We must learn
attacks.
to trust.
Or
Rebuild.
not, it's just CG videos of like the assassins like doing cool stuff.
And follow the blade.
Oh, speaking of the devil. Oh,
I said, who do you serve?
share the light.
Wow. Ooh! I like that. I like the design of that blade. That's cool. Who's... Alright, let's see. This trailer here?
With our dual protagonists, we have two fantasies, the samurai and the shinobi. We want the player to experience both, and we cannot squeeze both fantasies into one character because samurai and shinobi came from a different social class. They have different lives, so we cannot really mix them together.
Also, Ghost of Tsushima has already done this. Hopefully I'm not chewing so loud in your guys' ear.
The historical character of Yasuke presented a really exciting opportunity for the narrative team. We approached it in the same way that so much of the work is done in Assassin's Creed, which is really in terms of research and history first. Not a lot is known about him, but what we did know, or we do know, is that he arrived in Japan in 1579, right when our game starts. And that he had relationships with some of the most interesting people in our setting, like Oda Nobunaga, the Portuguese, and Jesuits, which made it very sort of tantalizing and enticing from a narrative perspective to come in and start weaving these facts with story in between.
The more we read about the character, the more he was inspiring for us. He's a foreigner discovering Japan, and we thought it's the perfect fit because he's discovering Japan and you are discovering Japan also.
And on the flip side, we have Naue, who comes from the province of Iga, which is a remote mountainous area, fiercely independent, known as the birthplace of shinobi. So they're very contrasting perspectives that really expose a lot of different sides and facets of the era.
When Oda came, he completely destroyed Iga. You have Yasuke and Oda that coming to destroy the shinobi. So it can kind of create this interesting tension between two characters.
We were able to connect her to the province of Iga and the legendary Igan shinobi historical figure, Fujibayashi Nagato, who's her father in the game. So we understand why she has the skills that she has and the values that she learns from her father in the people of Iga, which are valor, benevolence, and wisdom. And as a young person still at the start of the game, we get to see now we acquire even more of that wisdom as the story unfolds.
And if you ask anybody, it's super clear that samurai will be combat heavy and a shinobi will be stealth heavy. It creates this distinction right away. Yasuke.
Yeah, I thought that's what it is. So it's probably going to be a mix of like old
stature,
Assassin's
like
Creed
he's a big guy,
and
he
like
can break
the
door,
RPG
fight
style
multiple enemies, he
Assassin's
can
Creed.
break armor. Compared to Naue, like her character and their outfit, it's really about being stealth, being unseen. She's the only one with the hidden blade, so they have clear advantage that put them into the stealth and the combat, even if they can do a bit of both.
They're a really great pair together because on one side we have Naue, who's very intense and passionate and determined woman who is very set on her goals. She's kind of got her heart on her sleeve and she'll say what she feels in the heat of the moment. And this intensity that she brings as a shinobi, but that she also brings to her relationship. And this balances very well with Yasuke, who is sort of a thoughtful, level head to Naue's fiery passion. We really thought about somebody like Yasuke historically who was able to come to Japan and have the life that he did there, to enter service for Oda Nobunaga and achieve all of the things that he did. Like, what kind of person would go through all of this? So our Yasuke is very intelligent, thoughtful, and respectful of this culture that he encounters, and that makes him a very nice sort of counterpart to Naue. He's a bit mysterious as well, and that's something we get to see unfold as the game progresses.
Yeah, I can't wait. This is pretty dope. Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed. Excuse me. Uh, He said, hold on, let me play music. Yeah, no, this is actually pretty great. There was some more stuff about Assassin's Creed Japan. Literally the disclaimer they put for Assassin's Creed games, y'all can read. Inspired by historical events and characters, this was a work of fiction design and developer. Yep, pretty much. Oh yeah, that's right. Okami. So Okami has posted some stuff by Assassin's Creed Shadows. Dual protagonists, Naoi, a shinobi assassin, Yasuke, a legendary samurai, as master their complementary playstyles. Naoi, you'll use stealth to avoid detection, agility to confuse your enemies. I think that's what you meant to say. As Yasuke strikes your foes with lethal precision and power. Okay, yeah, probably. I feel like it's just old Assassin's Creed mixed in with new Assassin's Creed. And when I mean by new, I mean like the RPG stuff starting from Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. Unlock new skills, gear, and progression independently from each character. Set in feudal Japan. Build your own network of supplies to be your eyes and ears across locations to hunt down your next target. So maybe like aspects of like Brotherhood, where you get to assign assassins to bring in. I don't know if I don't think they've done that in a while. Well, it's been a while since I played like Assassin's Creed games, so I wouldn't know. Create a fully customizable hideout for your growing Shinobi League. Interesting. Coming out on November 15th, 2024 on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC Ubisoft Connect. I am definitely. More details. Unpredictable weather, changing seasons, and reactive environments. Map is smaller than AC Origins, focused on the central region of Japan. That's great, yeah. Because what I remember, that's great to hear because I know that Valhalla is like huge, like a huge like game to like get through, and nobody got time for that. And Origins is one of my favorite ones, like which made me like love giving back to Assassin's Creed again. But it's good to know that the map is like smaller. Uh, now your tools, she has a grapple hook, smoke bombs, kunai, shuriken, and hidden blade, of course. Yasuke's skills are attack, block, parry, large variety of weapons including katana, kanabo, bows, nagi, nata, and more. Also coming to May. Also coming to Mac Day 1. Okay, the Mac people. Yeah, I'm glad that the maps is like just smaller in comparison. That's super great to hear. Uh, yeah, I mean, I guess the only thing to like really discuss about the whole Assassin's Creed thing is like people's like just freak out of like the whole black samurai thing. Like for one, just so long ago, there's no telling what Yasuke actually like did in straight Japan. At least not without actually like researching. Actually, yeah. Let me let's do a little bit of research here. Yasuke. Yasuke was a man likely of African origin who served as a servant and retainer to the Japanese daimyo Oda Nobunaga during the Sengoku period. He was retained by the daimyo as a kosho for a page for a period of 15 months until Nobunaga's death in the Homyoji incident. So he was there for like almost a year and a half there. Among birth and early life, among those whose name has been ascertained, he's the earliest African to appear in Japanese historical records, but his confirmed period of stay in Japan was very short, about 3 years from um, August 17, 1579 to June 21st, 1582. There were a few historical documents on Yasuke, with only fragmentary accounts in the letters of Jesuit missionary Louis Francois and Alta Guichi's Shincho Koki. Uh, I'm gonna butcher all of these names. The name Yasuke was given to him by Nobunaga, whose real name is unknown and it is unclear what he was called before that. Few details are known about him, including his date of birth, family structure, place of birth, ethnicity, and native language. However, there seems to be no doubt that he had African roots, and Louis Francois wrote of Yasuke's Caffrey in his letters. Caffrey? What the fuck is that? Oh. It's like a little slur or something. Documented life in Japan. It is important to note that despite popular myths and modern depictions, there are no historical writings nor evidence that Yasuke was ever granted the rank or title of samurai. He was never given a field nor referred to as one in many writings. Most of our knowledge of his life come from these messages written by missionaries and locals. In 1959, so not a lot of information that can confirm. People reacted crazy. Yes, I agree. People are reacting crazy to something. It's not even that much of a big deal because it's fiction. It doesn't matter. It's just based on history. Um, um, but yeah, in 1579, Yasuke arrived in Japan in the service of Italian Jesuit missionary Alessandro. I, I'm going to butcher these names. I'm sorry. It has been appointed the inspector of the Jesuit missions in the Indies. Valle Ganado's party spent the 2 years of their stay in Japan mainly in Kyushu. In entering 1581, Valerignano decided to visit the capital as an envoy. He wanted to have an audience with Oda Nobunaga, the most powerful man in Japan, to ensure the Jesuits' mission work before leaving Japan. These events are recorded in the 1581 letter of the Jesuit Louis Francois. On March 27th, 1581, Valerignano, together with Louis Francois, had arrived in Japan earlier, had an artist Nobunaga, and Yasuke is said to have accompanied them as their attendant. States that Nobunaga had longed to see a black man and summoned him, and from Organtino took him to him, and then Nobunaga, seeing a black man first time, refused to believe that his skin color was natural and not applied later, and made him remove his clothes from the belt upwards. Okay, I was about to say, he made the man strip. Valerignano describes how Nobunaga, thinking that he might have ink on his body, made him take off his clothes and wash his body, but the more he washed the scrub, the darker his skin became. Okay, this is weird. After this, Nobunaga took a great liking to him and asked Valet Ganago to give him over. He gave him the Japanese name Yasuke, made him a retainer on his side. Nobunaga's nephew gave him a sum of money at this first meeting. Wow. A DAI detected. I don't even know what that stands for. DAI. I see people say it. Diverse. Oh. Okay. Just not historically accurate from my JRPGs. Yeah. You know, after reading this would actually be interesting to see Yasuke's relationship with Nobunaga, since, like, I mean, technically he bought Yasuke, um, and hopefully, like, his interest in Nobunaga's interest is like pure, like, I guess, fascination, not like malicious or anything like that. I wonder if, like, Nobunaga was actually, like, kind to him and everything, and then, you know, Nobunaga kind of, like, went down the wrong path, and, like, Yasuke is simply working with Naoe, the assassin, the shinobi, to, like, recorrect him. I wonder how that interest is, like, the relationship between each other. I think that would be interesting to see. After this, Nobunaga. Okay. The black man understood a little Japanese. Nobunaga never tired of talking with him, and because he was strong and do a few tricks, Nobunaga took great pleasure in protecting him and had him roam around the. Oh. Some people in the town thought that Nobunaga might make him a lord. Oh. Wow. Okay. So maybe the Nobunaga is not racist. Okay. I was wondering if this is what one of those things that whereas, like, you know, people, like, I mean, he technically didn't buy him. It was crazy. After becoming a vassal of the Oda clan, Yasuke followed Nobunaga to Azuchi in Omi province, where he was appointed a kosho, a page. Yasuke next appears in historical records on May 11th, 1582. The Letada Diary of Masudara Letada, a vassal of Ieyasu, mentions that Yasuke accompanied Nobunaga on his inspection tour of the region after he destroyed his longtime arch enemy, the Takeda clan of Kai. His body was black like ink. Chill out, bro. People really hate Ubisoft games. Yeah, when they put a black man protagonist, they gotta step in to stop all of that. Yeah, man, it's just honestly crazy. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, it's just a fictional game where, like you playing as, like, an assassin. Hey, I don't know, Max, on YouTube. How you doing today? Hopefully I caught your message in time. Sorry, I was just so focused on the Yasuke thing. Yeah, it's just honestly crazy that people are so upset that it's just a work of fiction. Like, it is known that he has been in Japan. He is I guess a page is what they call them. Like, he's, you know, he was invited by, or actually he's kind of bought. He said, "You're doing good. Okay, that's good to hear. I'm glad to hear. I hope you're doing great. Did you stop by because of Jujutsu Kaisen? Sorry about that. Yeah, it's just a work of fiction, man. Like, it's not that serious, to be honest. The Homyo-ji incident. Obunaga has betrayed, attacked by his senior vassal. Yasuke was serving near Nobunaga at this time. After his lord committed suicide, he went to Nijo. Black man who's a visitor sent to Nobunaga went to the house of Nobunaga's son after his death and was fighting for quite a long time. When a vassal of Akechi approached him and said, "Do not be afraid, give me that sword," so he gave him the sword. The vassal asked Akechi what should be done with the black man. He said, "A black slave is it." Whoa! and knows nothing, nor is he Japanese, so do not kill him, and place him in custody at the Cathedral Padre in Andrew. He said, "You're just bored? Okay, well then, thank you for your boredness. Stopping by. I hope you're having a great day, great night." Assassin's Creed is historically accurate. Meanwhile, George Washington gave up the apple of Eden and didn't become king. Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. Like, it's a work of fiction. This is a show where, I mean, not a show. This is a video game series where you originally you were playing a modern day a dude that was kidnapped by like a corporate government. I mean, not corporate, a corporate company who has this technology where they can look in your DNA to learn like what your ancestors did, like all the way in the past. Like, be fucking for real. And like hey Goofy Goober. Oh, you're the max. Okay, all right. You the Goofy Goober. I'm a Goofy Goober, yeah. Yeah, this is not even that serious, dog. And this is not the only time that Yasuke has, been shown as like a samurai. Like, this is not the first time that he's been like a samurai. Like, there's an anime on Netflix with samurai. Like, literally when you, what am I reading? Goofy. Well, earlier I was watching the Assassin's Creed trailer for Assassin's Creed Shadows, and there's a lot of like discourse going on. A lot of people hating that Yasuke, who is like a samurai in this game, and saying that it's not realistic that it's a black man being a samurai back then. I mean, it's definitely possible that it happens, like right here in the Hono G incident, in this description from Lewis Frost annual report on Japan. It mentions that they told him to give him his sword. It told Yasuke to give him his sword. Like, it's possible that he knows how to like use a sword. Like, it makes sense, And it seems that Nobunaga took an interest in Yasuke, cause like he just basically like showed it around. I don't know if he just showed him as like a merchandise or whatever. I mean, that's the only thing there. So I'm interested to see the relationship between Yasuke and Nobunaga. If it's like one of those things where like he's like they're fond of each other, or like Yasuke is like rebelling against him because he's a slave and everything. Like, he's been a part of battles. Like, I don't get it. I remember there was one tweet where someone was like, "Bro, why don't they just make an Assassin's Creed in Africa?" And the people were like, "Yo, they already made one. They already made one. It's called Assassin's Creed Origins." He's like, "No, you fucking for real?" Yeah, man. Assassin's Creed Origins.